Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Unfortunately, we happened to learn that our mics were shut off, so we do apologize for that. I messed it up on that one. I didn't bother turning the mics on. You know, I had everything hooked up to it. But anyways, as you guys can see already, we already have the transmission partially torn apart. We haven't found anything wrong with it. We actually kind of suspect that maybe the torque converter itself had basically crapped out the bed. So we're still in the middle of just tearing this thing apart, just to check out the internals of it, just to get a good gander on it, see how it looks and all that good stuff. So that's kind of where we're at right now. It's pretty cool though, seeing all these little components on this side of the transmission and see how it works and so on and so forth. But we have no intentions of putting this thing back together. It was a piece of trash anyways. So that's all we're gonna do. Just continue to take it apart as much as we can and just see if we find something wrong with it other than maybe the torque converter. So anyways, folks, as you guys are checking out this video here, we were in the process earlier this evening tearing apart this transmission. We got it. Well, I got the transmission from doing a side job. Basically, I replaced the transmission in a Hyundai Accent or something like that. And I went ahead. I was told that, hey, I need the transmission replaced, and I went ahead and did it. And then I'm like, hey, well, why don't I just go and take it home with me? Because I want to see if it grenaded, and if it did, what carnage should we suspect to see or find. So that's pretty much where we're at this point. If you guys were with us earlier this afternoon, we're obviously taking apart where you see right now. We just got done going through a pretty big rainstorm and so on and so forth. So right now she's pretty much getting ready to set up the lights somewhere where you guys can see it without having too much of a glare. And that is pretty much about it at the moment. So we're going to dive in further into this thing and see what happens. See where we go. Do just basically a lot of automotive work, dismantling, repairing, projects that we're working on, all kinds of fun stuff. Anything to do with cars and just tearing stuff apart. Thanks for the likes. And simply going from there. I see we already got 200 people on here. That's growing. That's awesome. That's great, guys. So yeah, I think this is a CVT transmission in front of you that you guys see. Nothing too special. Thanks for the follow. We're out here just finishing tearing this thing apart to see if we find anything wrong. And so far we haven't found anything bad. And ironically, the clutch plates or whatever you want to call it was in, that terrible shape. The fluid itself seemed to be fine, meaning there's probably no shrapnel in there. So we are under the suspicion that maybe that's got a little bit of a glare to it. That's better. That's better. That's really good. Hey, I disassembled a transmission to investigate a suspected crack. Okay, cool deal. Anyways, also, just to answer you guys ahead of time, as we get this question a lot, she is not single. Just an FYI.
No. All right.
I've had some weird questions asked about it, and it's quite funny, but she likes to dive into this stuff and get a better understanding of how it works. Yeah, it might be fun just breaking it free just like that. Break it free and then...
I feel like I'm up way too close to the
No,
camera.
You're fine. Like, I can see just, like, right by your kneecap. That's just water dripping from the corner.
Well, I didn't know if it was fluid from this or...
Thanks for the follow. And obviously the likes, of course. We're definitely doing pretty good on here, guys. We're sitting a little bit over 1,100 followers on here. And we're also over at our YouTube channel. We're sitting right just above 5,000 subs. So we're doing pretty good.
Still growing, though. Still need to grow.
So if you guys are interested in any like automotive dismantling or tearing apart stuff or building things, this is definitely the place to be, for sure. Muso Danso said, hello, good job.
Hello. Thank you.
Obviously, thanks for the likes, guys. So from our research on TikTok, I learned that when any, like, doesn't matter the user, but each user has a limit or a cap of 500 likes per live feed. I find that crazy.
Yeah.
That's probably a little pinch style. There you go. You know what those are right there?
Connectors.
Oh, yes, connectors, but what's it connected to?
Something metal.
Solenoids.
I
That's
know,
what
I'm being
controls
a
the
smart ass.
No. What's she doing? She's slowly tearing apart this transmission that we have. It's a piece of junk, and neither her nor I have ever taken a transmission like this apart. I've never messed with a front-wheel drive transmission before. We took this thing apart just because we can, for one, and two, is just...
It's just a glorified paperweight.
Yeah, it's just a piece of junk. It was blown up, and we decided if we take it apart, let's just see what's wrong with it. Just out of curiosity.
We were wondering if we were going to get a glitter bomb inside, which oddly enough we haven't, so we're trying to understand why.
I took
at this
one
point.
apart, can't put it back together. Well, that sucks.
Don't intend on putting it back together.
Yeah, that's why we don't intend, but I mean, we probably put it back together into a bin for scrap. Oh, it was free? So you took it apart and can't put it back together again? Is it like something like you're just practicing with, or what? Because I will say this. I've rebuilt a few 4L60E transmissions. Gotcha. I rebuilt a few 4L60 transmissions,
That's an
and
8.
it's
That's an 8.
very tedious work. I've considered getting a special toolkit for doing those transmissions, or just those kinds of the Chevy or GM transmissions. But I just don't know if I want to invest the money into it. Because if I invest money into tools, I factor in, okay, well, if I have to do a transmission, I could charge $1,500 to do the transmission or whatever, but that's just the rebuild. That's not including pulling up the transmission out and put it back together. Or put it back. What type of car is that? It's a Hyundai, Elantra, or Sophia, or something like that. I think it's a Sophia.
Sonata.
Or not Kia, never mind. It was a sedan. It wasn't like a van.
It was a four-door.
Four-door.
So it's either a Elantra, Sonata, or Accent.
I'm planning on taking a class, so I have one they can tell me I can bring in. I'm going to tell you this right now. If you're going to take a class for anything like that, make sure it's hands-on. Good deal. You see any metal shrapnel?
Not on that one.
Okay. Nothing shiny yet. Okay. She's tearing that thing down like she's done it like 100 times. Yeah, she's definitely done it 100 times. It's mainly because I mean, this is a learning experience for her. And then on top of that, she's...
Nothing.
I mean, it doesn't matter if we screw it up or not, because it's not going back together. I wouldn't throw that and just like lay it down in the bubble wrap or something like that, so it keeps the sound down. I'm building a Subaru engine, and it's the hardest thing I've ever done so far.
Subaru is expensive.
Subarus, props to you on doing that. I don't like doing head gaskets on those things. I mean, it's right next to the Cadillac, so we got to take the engine up to do a head gasket. Like the North Stars. I don't like them. Ironically, even if If someone offered me a Cadillac that had the North Star engine in it, I probably would say no. I don't like the lack of space and super the engine space. I don't know why. I mean, side to side space, yeah, I could see that, but the top to hood, yeah, a lot of people love the car. I will admit, I have an old customer of mine actually had one or has one, and he had asked me to do a coolant test on it because he was leaking coolant, but we couldn't find any leaks anywhere. Come to find out, there's hard lines underneath the intake area, and one of them had a pinhole, and it was facing down towards the block. So even though you would fill it up with coolant and you would test it, you couldn't see the leaks anywhere. And on top of that, you couldn't even find a drop. Like a drop in pressure. That's what happens to my LQ4 spun a bearing, so I'm rebuilding it right now. That sucks. It spun a bearing, so I had to take the whole engine out, and I'm going to do spark plugs while it's out. My advice, go through everything with a fine-tooth comb. But a fluid that came out of the left side of that. That's your valve body. I wonder you might hear, okay, this point right here, when you go to take it apart, you might hear a little ding. I think you might have check balls in there.
There, 1, 2, yeah, there are.
So when you remove that, that's probably where you're going to have your check balls just fall to the bottom. Which is perfectly fine because it doesn't matter. That's basically what you call a labyrinth.
Yeah.
Just got crazy. Price range can be $100 to $600 depending on the brand. Yeah, but I tell you right now, you get one, you're going to be saving yourself a boatload of time. Yes, it's expensive. Thanks for the follow. I didn't want to buy one myself, but I had a job pop up, so I went ahead and ordered one, and the money that I was making off the job was easily going to pay for the part or pay for the tool and then some. And ironically, that job had happened to cancel on me last minute. Yeah, there's those check balls right there. There you go. Just like I thought. We could probably weld those two together.
Put them in a fucking slingshot.
Could do. Runs and drives like a champ. What's the matter?
I knew you'd see it my way.
What?
The ball. The check ball.
Oh.
Come out.
Now, there's another term for it, too. Instead of a check ball, it could also be referred to as a check valve.
I don't care what it is. It's a ball. It's a metal ball.
Okay.
It's a BB for all I care.
Mm-hmm. Put it right over in that case. There you go. Oh, it's a small one, too. Good deal. Holy crap. Holy crap, dear. Probably a farm truck or a Yukon XL. Damn. That is the gasket for the valve body.
Fucking Pan's Labyrinth.
That's how these things work. All it is a chamber of fluids in them. When it gets to it builds up so much pressure. Goes through a check. It builds up said pressure. It goes through. It finally opens up a check valve or check ball, whatever you want to call it. And you eventually get to the point to where it's like, okay, the pressure tells it when to shift. So we're just doing an exploded view, really, really, really slow. I mean, kinda. We're in no rush to take this thing apart. It's a piece of trash.
Well, if you were on here earlier, you'd see how quick we were racing the weather.
Explanations on how it works, I like it.
Question.
Okay. What's up?
Flashlight, come here, please.
All right. What's up?
Flashlight.
Okay. What's up?
I need the flashlight to show you. Are those supposed to look like that?
Those could be pressure plates.
But is it supposed to be?
I don't know. Well, let me take a look at that, though. Let me get in there and look. Come on. Because I see you get these little tumblers, or little pits, or whatever you want to call it. You remember what I mentioned about, pulling all this crap off to gain access to the sides, and sometimes you can get lucky and take like a flathead screwdriver, shove it down in there, and cause it to move the entire drum.
Yeah.
This is one of those situations now.
Well, you're gonna need a bigger flathead than the one we got.
I'm not too concerned about taking it out. But this guy right here, what is this?
Ripped a fingernail.
Oops, sad day.
It's all good. It is what it is. It'll grow back.
So,
Ow, I'm getting metal flake.
that ain't good.
Or crumbles.
There's a gasket right there. So this is very interesting. So that could be factory looking, or it could be like pressure plates on there that are spring loaded to apply pressure.
I just heard something drop. Like a piece of metal drop.
I'm listening.
It's gone now.
Okay. Well, I thought you were going to do it again and continue doing it.
I did, but...
Okay. Well. Oh, shit. I just not realized that.
You're in the way of the camera, too.
I kind of figured
And
that.
flip it.
What, flip it up right side up? Before you do that? Hold on. Well,
I can't get it out.
I would say try to get it out. What's the hell's it held on right there? Oh, damn.
I can't. I've tried prying on it. I can't get it out.
I wouldn't try prying on it. I don't think you can, because it looks like it's stamped on there. Like they shoved the rod on through it, and then they kind of squish the end of it to kind of like stamp it. In fact, if that's one thing, if you, from what I've been told, if you want to keep a shop busy, buy a Ford. And 9 times out of 10, they usually lift the cabs off of their motors, and they find out a bunch, like, and they're rebuilding the engines because of that. But yeah, it's rather interesting. So I think when I had my 4L60E transmission in my 2011 Silverado, I had the 4.8 in it, the baby engine in it. I added a transmission fluid cooler because I got tired of my fluid temps being so damn high. And I ended up going through a total of 3 transmissions in that damn truck until I said, I'm done with this damn thing. But now I kind of want to buy it back if I could find it again.
I don't want that thing back. PTSD.
Yeah, but that's because the transmission, as you can see, okay, my truck now has 150.
Fuck that thing.
My transmission now has 145K on it, and it's been perfectly fine.
Yeah, that one hasn't left us stranded on the side of the interstate either. At 2 o'clock in the morning.
I know some Fords use plastic oil pans, which is crazy. Ironically, you're right. I've seen that.
What was it the other day at work that
The
Nissan something?
I think it was a Nissan Murano. One of the newer vehicles that came out. It could be the Murano. I could be wrong on it. They use a plastic oil pan in it, and you're only supposed to, when you do oil change those things, you're only supposed to torque them down to like maybe like 8 or 12 foot-pounds on the oil pan or the drain bolt. And if you over torque it, you run the risk of actually busting out the sleeve inside the plastic pan. So when you go to break it free again, that plastic sleeve can slide out. And when it slides out, you basically have to get another oil pan. But what's nice about that is it's literally a series of like 8 10mm bolts. You pull the old one out and you put the new one on and call it a day. There's nothing scientific about it. There's no brackets you got to remove. It's literally like, if well, here's the problem. It's not that they do it by intentionally. It's just user error. You're only supposed to torque it down so much. It's just a paperweight at this point, and we don't care. So it's not going back together. It's just something I figured you guys might be interested in seeing. A transmission like this being torn apart. I have very little knowledge when it comes to tearing apart transmissions, but I've done a few.
Ow!
They use a lot of electronics in their vehicles too. For they should have used less money on the interior if price was an issue. It's all about comfort on the inside. I was gonna say if it's a CVT, it can't be rebuilt. We're not. What? Oh my god.
Gotta have some fun.
I get it. Almost any idea is a cool idea. Because not very often does anybody get to do something like this.
There's scoring in here.
There's scoring in there? shit.
Huh.
Yeah, it's like, well, that could be factory. Yeah, that would be impossible.
But,
yeah, I see that too. That could be just like weight or something like that. Or maybe it's just the way they cut it.
who knows? It's just something I noticed.
Yeah, that's a good eye. I didn't notice that myself. It's definitely cool for me to watch. Y'all kept my attention and taught me a few things. Good deal. We try. This transmission, how did you learn to rebuild the transmissions? Okay, to answer that question, I really don't know how to rebuild it. Especially something like this. Typically, when it comes to these kinds of transmissions, I wouldn't even bother rebuilding them. I would just find another one. I find another one and replace it. I wouldn't, because it's like, did you break it off?
No.
What did you do? You broke it off. The little metal tab on the bottom there. Yeah, it's just...
Ow, that did not feel the greatest.
So yeah, guys, I feel like rebuilding will only a good option if the car is rare and parts are hard to find. At that point, the only time it's a good option is if it's your only option. But what I'm actually going to do is, later on down the road, is pick up another 6L80 transmission for my truck, take it down to, I think it's North Carolina or South Carolina, to the guy that I mentioned earlier, Brandon Sloan, or Sloan, however you pronounce his last name, and tell him to rebuild the transmission for me.
Tell him, ask.
Oh, yeah, ask him to rebuild my transmission, and on top of that, just upgrade it to all the latest and greatest parts for that thing to basically make it bulletproof. What's up?
Watch this when I turn it.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
It's supposed to wobble.
See how it's got a little bit of movement in there. That's fine. That's normal.
Okay.
Because that whenever that other little spline thing fits in there, it's got to fit into that hole on the outside. Let's see if I could find it in here. I'm not seeing it anywhere. That might not even be it, but it might. I don't know. Hold on.
Wrong side.
It could be. Something like that. Yeah, so basically that fits in there just like that. Keep my hands clear so you don't pinch it up against this cart. So, yeah, that looks normal.
Yeah, I can't get anything else to come apart, so...
Maybe this guy, but I'm a little bit concerned about this.
I can't get it out.
Okay, well, no, you can't. I mean, this guy's... I don't even have an Allen nut that huge. That's freaking huge. It's probably like a 50 millimeter or something like that.
And then this thing, has got them there.
Yeah, Allen's, but they ain't going to help us right here.
Nope. And then...
Go ahead. I mean, if we got as further as we can, then that's it.
I mean, I don't know.
Those are just basically spots for these gears to sit on.
See, there's another collar there, but I can't get anything down in it.
That's not a collar. It's like part of the... Because it breaks it off. It's like a collar here. It breaks. It's not like a snap ring, if that's what you're thinking.
No.
The only other thing I can suggest is look at it on the side.
And this isn't gonna...
I won't even try doing that. You're probably best off tilt it where this spot is facing down. And then find a spot on the side where you can take like a pry bar, shove it in the gap or the hole, and see if you can move it. Like now, and on over here, so that way these guys can see it. And take like a pry bar, shove it in here, like shove it in that spot, and press on the casting, and kind of like do a jiggle upwards to see if you can get it to...
Which, this there?
Either one, whichever one you want to try. So yeah, if you guys are definitely enjoying this so far, don't forget to follow us on here. Also, check out the link in our bio to our YouTube channel. Go to that, and feel free to subscribe to the channel. We'll have a different view of this being done Got my motor from a Tried. Hold on. Dude, I got my motor from Tried to charge me a core Facebook Marketplace deal. I told him he was a dreaming. Huh? Did some... Hold on. Guys going real fast all of a sudden. It's just blowing up on my feeds. Did some dual feed mod with a 6-plate direct clutch upgrade. Cool deal.
Nope.
Honestly, I don't have any knowledge in that, so I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry. I want to learn to build a 4L60E because I got a 500 plus Z71 and this is hanging on for... I'm going to tell you right now. Have somebody who knows those transmissions rebuild it. My experience with the 4L60Es, I put about maybe 60, 70,000 miles on my truck. And then, well, I'll put it this way. I kind of incorporated the issue into it by the flex plate. The flex plate I replaced because it was causing the engine to make sound like I had a rod knock in piston 7 and 8. Not knowing, I went ahead and just replaced the flex plate, and when I did it, putting the transmission back into place, I didn't spin it like I thought I did. I spun it, or barely spun it, and apparently I tried to bolt it back into place, and when I did that, I heard a loud pop sound. Come to find out that I destroyed the pump on the inside, so therefore it had to be rebuilt. Took it to a shop, spent $3,200 to get the transmission rebuilt. After it was rebuilt, exactly a week later, transmission died on me on the interstate. I was doing about 70 miles an hour, and...
Oh, was that the night you called me? Hey, come get me.
I don't know. I don't
You're
remember.
stuck at Hampton University. Parking lot.
That was when my power steering went out.
That's right. That was the power steering.
Mm-hmm. So, let's see here what I can do. You might have been done.
I have a 4R75E torque converter. Sounds like a bunch of marbles in a tin can. Oof. Gen 3 LS can bolt up to a 4L80E or 4L60. Just need the right flex plate.
You know what? I'm going to try this plate up here.
Anthony said, then segment swap the 4L80 map with HP tuners, shorten and lengthened drive shafts.
Shorten and lengthen drive shaft?
That's
weird. What?
Another hidden one.
What? Hidden comment?
Uh-huh.
Oh. Probably somebody running their mouth. Oh, well.
No, one of them, I'm covering the first 5.
Oh, the bot.
Yeah. He said the 4L80 is longer than the 60E, so shorten rear drive shaft.
Okay, that makes sense now. So then the cross members changed up too then.
And lengthen the front. He said, yep.
Thought so. I think they actually make kits where you can actually modify your own thing. You just have to do it properly with like tubing and such.
That doesn't surprise me.
So.
Ouch, your sunburn looks like that hurts.
Oh, yes. Well, I mean, it tingles a little bit, but it's just a
Oh, he's got a
one.
permanent shirt right now. Bend back down. Bend back down.
What? Oh, sugars.
There you go.
Yeah.
Come back. Come into view some more.
Okay. Yeah.
Anthony said, flip the cross member and drill two holes.
Oh.
Haha, he definitely has a natural shirt. Yes, he does. It's an upgrade from the natural white t-shirt he used to have. Now he just has a white tank top. Permanent white tank top.
Yeah, I got it today.
Well, over the last 2 days, you were already somewhat crispy yesterday and then added more punishment to yourself.
I guess so.
You're a glutton for punishment. You added more to it today. Damn, we'll put wheels back.
To be honest, I think we're at a stopping point.
Until we can, yeah. I think we move on to putting the radiator in the Camaro.
You realize what time it is?
Yes, I do. Unless you don't want to.
I'd rather not. I'd rather do something like that in the mornings. Only reason being is because that's going to be pretty darn loud.
Yeah, that's true.
And on top of that, I still have to do the tensioner on it.
Okay.
Yeah, because whoever installed it beforehand really screwed it up.
Thank you for the follow.
Yep. So I think, honestly, I think we're as far as we can get with this down. With this,
Asher said, I think there is a special type of spring tool to get that out.
I mean, there probably is, and I'm not too concerned about it. It's just, yeah, I'm not too concerned about it. All right, guys, I think that's going to end off with this video. We have gone through the transmission. I think we're about as far as we can get with disassembling it.
For now.
For now, I might just try to find a way to literally blow up the transmission. Blow it up, destroy it, drag it across the road. Don't know what we're going to do with it, but something really cool to destroy this darn thing, because it's obviously not going back together. So if you guys want to, comment below. Tell us what you think we should do with this thing to, like, destroy it. Kind of like pull like a whistling diesel, and so on and so forth. So anyways, guys, if you guys don't mind, just make sure you like and share, and don't forget to hype the video, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Later.